Hey gut feelers, welcome to the 5 best ideas of medical medium Anthony William. And this video is for you if you've heard about medical medium but you're not sure if this 400-page book is really worth your time. And this video is also for you if you're already familiar with Anthony William medical medium but you would like a quick refresher of the core ideas that you can implement into your life right now. Best idea number 1. The sugar is bad for you lie. Medical medium says that there are toxic sugars like high fructose corn syrup or all kinds of processed sugars, cane sugars, but the most problematic thing about this is the combination between fat and sugar, because when you eat a fat and sugar fruit, it actually doesn't get into the cells. The sugar can't get into the cells, and which exhausts the pancreas to produce more and more insulin, and your blood sugar levels spike. And he says that fruits are the most important vitamin and healing source for healthy sugar, because our brain and our liver needs healthy glucose to heal our internal system and to heal from chronic diseases. So sugar isn't only bad for us, we need healthy sugars, but we need the right kind of source, which are fruits, and we shouldn't eat them in combination with high fat foods and fruits. So just the fruits as a mono meal is the best. Best idea number 2, there are no autoimmune diseases. When we hear autoimmune disease, is basically academic medicine doesn't know what else to answer. We don't really have real answers for all those mysterious illnesses like multiple sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, diabetes type 2, all kinds of skin issues like psoriasis, for example, and others. And we do not have the answers, and that's why we give it a label which has autoimmune disease. He, however, says that the body, nowhere in nature, any organism attacking itself, it's a complete lie, and there is another cause, another reason for why we have those mystery illnesses. And the same goes actually for genetic diseases. They are often also mislabeled. Which brings us to best idea number 3. Nearly all chronic diseases are caused by 3 things. And those 3 things you likely have never heard any doctor talk about. And also myself, studying medicine for 4 years, nobody has told me that in university. Most of the chronic illnesses are caused by 3 things: a combination of pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and toxic heavy metals and other chemicals that are dangerous and damaging for our system. In the case of viruses, a typical virus is Epstein Barr, which is a mystery virus that causes things like lupus, autoimmune diseases, chronic fatigue, vertigo, fibromyalgia, and the list just goes on and on. And the thing how this works with the virus is that you need 2 other things in order for the virus to thrive, to multiply. Viruses eat as well. And those things are foods. Certain foods feed viruses and bacteria, and toxic heavy metals, and often those viruses can also feed off hormones, excess hormones like adrenaline, our biggest stress hormone. Then when this virus is fed, it multiplies, it also excretes something. This is what medicine never tells you. They also say like viruses, they just multiply, they don't do anything, they don't excrete anything, they don't eat anything. Doesn't make sense, doesn't it? So when viruses are fed, they create something called a neurotoxin or a dermatoxin. And neurotoxins, for example, they inflame, highly inflame your central nervous system, and then create systemic inflammation, which causes all kinds of symptoms inside the body. If you would like to learn more about that, I just recorded a video on Epstein Barr. Check that out, I'll link that up here or up there, and also in the video description. By the way, if this is interesting for you so far, then make sure you hit that like button. You can just secretly do this right now, and make sure you are subscribed to Gut Feelings, to the channel, so you don't miss the next live Q&A where I'm answering your questions live here on the channel. Best idea number 4, the most powerful and best healing plant of our DNH. And this is not a root, it's a green long thing, you know what it is? It's celery. And this is literally what can help us to heal from chronic illnesses, cleanse our liver, and overall kill pathogens in our system, restore the stomach acid, let go of toxic heavy metals. And that is celery juice. It's a medicinal healing juice that needs to be drunken on an empty stomach, super important, 16 ounces per day, best in the morning, and pure, straight. It's a healing juice, so it can't be any other ingredients, just the right thing. It doesn't taste good in the beginning, but I actually have clients that get addicted to celery juice after a little bit of time, after hating it. If you would like to learn more about this, if this is completely new for you, you have to watch the video about the 7 best, most powerful health benefits of celery juice and why you should drink celery juice every day. I'll link that also below in the description. Before we come to number 5 of the best ideas of medical medium Anthony Williams, I would like to know from you, once we're done with number 5, which of the 5 best ideas that I just presented to you shocked you or inspired you the most. Just let me know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the comments below. Maybe that's also the idea you want to bring into your life more and focus on that on your healing journey. Okay, number 5, last but not least, the protein lie. And did you know that human breast milk only contains a tiny amount, they say less than 1% of protein? And this is the time when the organism needs the most growth, right? So if we're hearing this, you need more protein to develop your muscles, to grow, you should drink your milk and things like that, this is the answer. There is actually a whole propaganda from not just the food industry and the supplement industry and the pharma industry and all of those to actually have you brainwashed with eating more protein. You should eat more protein. Where's your protein coming from? I actually recorded a video just about that. Where is your protein coming from? Because so many of you have asked about it. So here's why this is such a problem if we are buying into this new trend of high fat and high protein. Because both of those are the ones that are the hardest to digest. They take the most digestive effort to be broken down. At the same time, most of us have already an overburdened liver, which the liver produces bile, which then dissolves fat, so that's not happening. And we are low in good stomach acid, meaning there are bacteria already overgrowing. People are suffering from acid reflux, malabsorption already, and stomach acid is essential to break down protein. So it actually often doesn't really happen that we break down all these heavy proteins and heavy fats that we're eating every day. And what happens next? And that's really the problem, is further down in the digestive tract, if those foods are not broken down, they start to rot. Now, food rot is one of the biggest issues for inflammation, and that has an effect on everything. So the classical leaky gut syndrome, then we have brain fog, we have all kinds of neurological symptoms like anxiety, memory problems, concentration issues, but also gut inflammation, things like malabsorption, bloating, but also low energy. If you're dealing with low energy, it's likely that you're not breaking your food down. If you'd like to dive more into this whole protein myth, then check out the other videos on the channel that I'm linking down below. And now, last but not least, let me know what of the 5 ideas shocked you the most. Big, quick summary coming up right now. Number 1, the sugar is bad for you lie. Number 2, there are no autoimmune diseases. 3, most of chronic illnesses have the 3 root causes, which is pathogens, pathogenic bacteria, viruses, and toxic heavy metals. Number 4, the most powerful healing juice is celery juice. And number 5, the protein lie. You need more protein.